Pretty happy to see what the response that we got, the support that's here. Obviously, people want the same thing, and they're standing behind us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn. He just pulled in there. Okay, so this guy just honked in support of the trucker and the cop is after it. Holy
Sydney Fizzard for Rebel News, and today we're outside Lethbridge Courthouse, where three individuals, the RCMP have alleged them to be key participants of the Coutts blockade. Well, those three individuals have been charged with mischief over $5,000, again in relation to the blockade. And what can we see outside? Well, today is a day where they're to appear in court, and we've got bicycle police officers, we've got protesters that have come. You can see the trucks, you can see there's quite literally flashing lights on every intersection right now because there's a handful of supporters for those three individuals who have been charged with mischief over $5,000. So today is going to be an interesting day. We've already seen somebody get ticketed for honking in support of one of the trucks that was on the roadway. So it's certainly going to be an interesting day ahead. And let me remind you that crowdfunded donations through truckerlawyer.ca are being used to pay for these three individuals' legal counsel, which has been assisting since the beginnings of the Coutts blockade, a peaceful protest against vaccination mandates at the southern Alberta border, which took place between January 29th to February 15th of this year, and not only saw the easing of COVID restrictions across the province, but it also acted as a catalyst for Premier Jason Kenney's stepping down as the UCP leader.
So you can't be down here. You're in the downtown core. There's no entrance. So you're gonna have to go.
Just a quick notice before we get started on the day. As you can see, we're outside the Lethbridge Courthouse where three of the individuals who were allegedly key participants of the Coutts blockade, as the RCMP would suggest, are going to be facing charges of mischief over $5,000. And as you can see, supporters have started to arrive, and so have we, so we're not fully going here yet. But as you can see, they're already talking to the truckers, I guess you could say, giving them a hard time about where they can park, where they can show their support.
Okay, so this guy just honked in support of the trucker and the cop is after it. Holy.
Did they just give you a ticket for honking?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So what did he say, I guess?
He just said misuse of a horn. Yeah.
Misuse of a horn.
Yeah.
And what's the charge on that?
I'm not sure, but what they're doing is, I think it's illegal for sure, you guys. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just honking to support the guys, right?
He's
filling out the paperwork right now.
Yeah. Oh man. And so why did you guys come here, or did you guys just happen to honk? Why did you honk?
Just drove past, just supporting the freedom. We live here. We have freedom of speech, right?
As you can see, there's bicycle cops, there's sheriffs, the local police. They even got a tow truck over there.
This is a huge presence for a small town. A huge police presence, is it not? They're blockading the way. They have the local police, RCMP.
And this is 9 a.m. Like this is early morning. This isn't the afternoon. Things haven't started yet.
This is just the courthouse, and there are police in front of the courthouse. Look at that, they're pulling that truck away.
He should be allowed to park here. He's doing court. He's doing court. Like we saw at the Coutts blockade, those who support the blockade, they understand what independence looks like, right? They understand that if you're going to have to go to the bathroom, but you're also going to have to protest somewhere for 12 hours, well, you're going to have to bring some porta potties.
They ordered them.
Who did?
I did.
And this is for the people that we see here?
This is for support because of all the people that are going to be here. And I think they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
They're supporting the right cause. I think the government has gone a little bit overboard on their mandates, and when you take ordinary farmers and citizens off their jobs and work, that's what you get.
So we got tractors and trucks and stuff like that are actually pulling in, and they're going to be showing their support, is my understanding.
Yeah, the cop just shut down the road there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn. just pulled in there.
That police car just cut off that tractor as the tractor was trying to make its way.
Why is the street shut off? I want to come closer.
Brothers that are being wrongfully charged, you could say. They're supposed to be taking the fall for the whole crowd. So we're here to show our support, all for one, or we're all in this together. So.
Well, and of course, we're talking about those who are allegedly key participants, as the RCMP said, in relation to the Coutts blockade. What do you think sparked the Coutts blockade for so many? I mean, thousands of people showed up. Were they given orders, or was this another reason they might have shown up?
No, it was solitarily a personal thing, right? People were sick and tired of mandates and stuff that made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Laws that were being just thrown at us and they kept saying science, and science hasn't backed up one thing one time that they kept saying. So they were literally telling us lies and seeing if we were basically sheep that would follow their lead.
How does it make you feel seeing this crowd show up?
It goes right to my heart. It's really close. Every time we do this, it's kind of like, am I going to be there by myself? Is it just going to be one or two of us, trying to fight for the rest of the country? But every single time, we were surprised and amazed that people just show up there. We'll go down the road and be people honking and waving. It's a real move of the nation. We want to keep it going for sure.
Well, and now especially since honking is illegal, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
The RCMP actually tried to tow those vehicles, or whoever the law enforcement was at the time. It seemed like they had a tow truck here and they were going to remove these vehicles for improper parking and other stuff like that. And then, of course, you've got the Alberta Sheriff's Department using the only disabled spot in the entire lot. Amen. Is there anything I can ask you before you walk in there?
Yeah, no, I guess I'm pretty happy to see what the response that we got, the support that's here. Obviously, people want the same thing, and they're standing behind us.
I definitely want to thank everybody for the support. Today is probably going to be a very straightforward court appearance, but it's the first step, and I want to thank everybody for being here. And we really appreciate the support. It's phenomenal. Thanks to Rebel for being here and covering this important event as well. So thanks, guys.
The guys from Coutts, there's three of them going to be going to court today, and we're just here to support them. I was part of the Milk River group,
Yep.
So I know exactly what's going on. They're just fighting for our freedom.
And of course, as someone who made it to Milk River, what did you think about the blockade? Of course, there was the blockade in Coutts, but then there was quite literally thousands of people in Milk River that were within miles of it in showing a sort of solidarity.
Well, that's correct. And the reason why they set up there is because they wouldn't allow us to go any further. We went out one night there to go back to our trailer, and they actually had us blocked right at the north entrance of Milk River. And we said, well, if we're not going to let us through, we'll just start up a third one. Mm-hmm. There's hundreds of thousands of people that support this, and we've been noticed across Canada and across the world.
Well, and if I could ask you, how do you feel now seeing that it's like a lot of the people who were protesting at first, they felt alone, before the convoy to Ottawa, many people saw that as a moment where it's like, yeah, I'm not the only one. And now we see that already so early in the morning, dozens upon dozens of people have come out to show support. How does that make you feel?
Great. I really enjoy seeing the presence of the people here to support the three that are going to court today.
As the three men entered court, protesters remained outside, awaiting their return. From what happened inside the court, we found out that proceedings have been delayed so that disclosures can be attained. The case has been adjourned until November 4th, at which point we will have more information.
We're going to delay proceedings until we got our disclosure. The disclosure for me has been requested by my counsel. Once we get our disclosure, we can look at that and put together a plan on next steps. This is about a statement. This is about showing the government, courts, that we're involved, we're aware in regards to our freedoms and our rights, and being involved in our justice system, in our legal actions against us is critical. Obviously, the support out there is phenomenal. We imagine that support is there with any call out, but at this time we haven't decided yet if we will be present for the next court date, but there's a very strong likelihood that will happen. Like mentioned before, the support is emotional. You know,
I also want to thank the general public. Thank you for all those freedom-loving people that have also fought on our behalf and are fighting for their own families' futures. That's why we're all here, right? We want to thank you all for your support. God bless you all for sure.
And without people standing up to do that, it's not going to happen. So we need to take this stand and show courage that we can fight this system. And with courage builds courage. So I just anticipate, hopefully, that everybody can continue supporting on all levels, whether it's in town council, municipal, provincial, federal. Stay involved in your politics. Let's use the system that we have, but get involved and get more right-minded people involved in there to make that change and go back to a moral law.
obviously this is great, right? The support we get at a moment's notice. I really want to just, this is obviously our first court appearance. It went great. It went exactly as planned. The support, well, you don't want to expect more and then be disappointed, but this is phenomenal. I didn't expect this.
It's obviously a very important case that has an impact on many Canadians. I'm okay with the following that all three accused people have here. On behalf of Mr. Van Herk, and I can say on behalf of all three individuals accused, they take this very, very seriously. This is the beginning of a potentially very long process in the court system. They're presumed innocent. We're waiting for initial disclosure, so I can't speak to the merits of the case at this juncture, but obviously we'll wait to receive that, and we will assess it for all viable defenses. We're going to be back here on November the 4th, 2022, and we alerted the Crown that we would like to expedite the matter. And so we're going to get a time estimate from Crown Counsel in terms of trial, if it does actually go that route. But certainly we're going to be reviewing and dissecting the disclosure in order to determine next steps moving forward.
Just go and just leave us be, okay? We got work to do. We're going home. We're bringing it back. Let's take the tractor. Let's get her. Just give me. Hey, where's the key?
Just so if something happens.
Either I'm going to go back or forward. So you're going to leave me out or you're going to let me go forward?
Nothing's stopping it.
What?
Are you gonna allow him? What will the cops do? Are they going to stop him? Or are they gonna let him go? This trucker is not complying. He's a rebel.
Just hang on, just give us a second.
Yeah, the police has no choice but to back off. And it's backing off.
Thank you.
The farmer wins. Farmers 1, police 0. Here it goes.
So you saw what happened today. It looks like November 4th, we're going to find out more at Lethbridge Courthouse. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And I want to remind you that legal counsel for these three guys is being supported through truckerlawyer.ca, crowdfunded through individuals like you. Their legal team has been fighting tooth and nail since the beginnings of the blockade, and that support continues through your generous donations at truckerlawyer.ca. November 4th, we're going to find out more from these guys. We're going to be back here at the Lethbridge Courthouse to bring you the latest on this Coutts story. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. For Rebel News, I'm Sydney Fizzard. If you want to stay up to date on the latest stories that stem from the Coutts blockade, head to truckerlawyer.ca, where you can see the latest of our reports and where you can donate to crowdfund their legal defense.